You're overreacting. It's just a wedding, my mom said when I wasn't invited to my own sister's big day. I booked a trip instead. Days later, my family was blowing up my phone. I sat there, staring at my phone, rereading the message for the 5th time. Hey, just wanted to let you know the guest list is finalized, and we had to make some tough cuts. Hope you understand. Love you. Tough cuts. Tough cuts? I wasn't some distant cousin. I wasn't an old family friend they hadn't seen in years. I was her brother. And my sister, the same sister I had helped through every crisis, every breakup, every moment of self-doubt, had just cut me. Like an afterthought. I blinked at the screen, feeling the dull, creeping ache of disbelief settle into my chest. I almost laughed, because surely this had to be a mistake. I picked up the phone and dialed my mom. She answered on the second ring, her voice cheerful. Hey, sweetheart. What's up? I didn't even bother with small talk. I just got a message from Emily. She says the guest list is finalized, and I'm not on it. There was a pause. Just long enough to confirm what I already suspected. Oh, honey. My mom sighed, in the voice she always used when she wanted me to feel like I was the one being unreasonable. It's just a wedding. Don't make a big deal out of this. Just a wedding. I felt something hot and sharp coil in my stomach. Are you serious? I said, my voice eerily calm. Mom, I'm her brother. How am I not invited to my own sister's wedding? She made a tisk sound, like I was a child throwing a tantrum. It's not personal. They had to keep the guest list small and… Mom. I cut her off. I just saw Emily's Instagram post. She invited 150 people. Silence. Then, a forced chuckle. Well, you know how these things are. Weddings are expensive, and maybe they thought you wouldn't mind skipping this one. I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. Wouldn't mind? Mom, I've been there for Emily through everything. I helped her move twice, covered half her rent when she lost her job, and I was the one who talked her through her last breakup. But now I'm not good enough to be there on her big day? Oh, stop being dramatic, my mom said with a sigh. It's just one day. You're overreacting. I let out a short, humorless laugh. Overreacting. Right. I could already see how this would go. I'd argue, my mom would brush me off, Emily would probably send some half-hearted apology later, and I'd be expected to forgive and forget. Because that's what I always did. Not this time. Something in me snapped. If I wasn't good enough to be included, then fine. I wouldn't be. I hung up without another word and started scrolling through my phone. If I wasn't going to be at Emily's wedding, then I was going to be somewhere a hell of a lot better. I was going on vacation. The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I wasn't the kind of guy to throw a fit over things. I had let a lot slide in the past. The countless times Emily had forgotten my birthday, the times she called me only when she needed something, the way our mom always expected me to be the understanding one, while Emily got away with murder. But this was a whole new level of disrespect. I wasn't going to sit around moping while my sister and my entire family played happy little wedding without me. If I wasn't important enough to be included, then I wasn't important enough to be available when they inevitably needed me. I grabbed my laptop and started looking up flights. If Emily got to have the best day of her life, then I was going to have the best week of mine. It took less than an hour to plan. I booked an all-inclusive stay at a 5-star resort in the Caribbean, ocean view suite, spa treatments, and a private beach. The kind of trip I had always told myself was too extravagant. Not this time. I wasn't just going on a vacation. I was making a statement. When the wedding weekend rolled around, I was already on a plane, sipping champagne in first class. I made sure to post a picture of my legs stretched out, drink in hand, with the caption, "Guess I got cut from the guest list, but I think I'll survive." The reactions were almost immediate. A few of my cousins sent laughing emojis. My aunt, the only sane person in the family, commented, "Good for you. Should have taken me with you." But the best reaction came from my mom. She texted me 3 times in a row. "Mom, where are you? Mom, are you seriously missing your sister's wedding over this? Mom, You're being petty. Petty? Oh, I wasn't even close to done. I sent her back a picture of the beach, white sand, clear blue water, the whole postcard perfect view. Then I turned off my phone. I wasn't going to let them guilt me. Not this time. For the first time in a long time, I wasn't putting my family first. I was putting myself first. And it felt amazing. By the time I landed in paradise, I had completely shut off any lingering guilt. The second I stepped out of the airport, the warm ocean breeze hit me, carrying the scent of salt and tropical flowers. A private car was waiting to take me to the resort, a sleek black SUV with chilled towels and bottled water in the back seat. Yeah. This was way better than a wedding. As we drove along the coastline, I thought about how right I'd been to do this. Back home, my family was probably bustling around, getting ready for the big day. My mom was probably making excuses for why I wasn't there. My sister was laughing with her bridesmaids, not even giving me a second thought. But I wasn't an afterthought here. I was the priority, my priority. The resort was straight out of a dream. The lobby had towering palm trees growing inside, a giant open-air design that let in the ocean breeze, and the kind of service where they greeted you with a cocktail before you even checked in. My room? Unreal. Floor-to-ceiling windows, a private balcony, and the most luxurious king-sized bed I had ever seen. I threw my bags down, stepped out onto the balcony, and just soaked it all in. Then, just to twist the knife a little, I snapped a picture of the view and posted it. When one door closes, another one opens, preferably to a beachside suite with unlimited margaritas. I knew it would make its way back to my family, and honestly, I hoped it did. Because for once, they could see what it felt like to be left out. And I was just getting started. The first full day of my trip was absolute perfection. I started the morning with room service, fluffy pancakes, fresh fruit, and coffee so good it ruined every cup I'd ever had before. Then I spent the day doing exactly what I wanted. No obligations. No family drama. Just me, the ocean, and a schedule that revolved around nothing but my own happiness. By the afternoon, I was stretched out on a sunbed by the infinity pool, cocktail in hand, watching the waves roll in. Every so often, I'd glance at my phone, not to check in with my family, but to see the growing number of reactions to my vacation posts. The comments were golden. Cousin Jake, bro, where even are you? Aunt Lisa, okay, now you're just showing off. Old college friend, dude, invite me next time. And then, finally, a notification that really made me smirk. Emily viewed your story. Oh, so now she was paying attention. I could almost imagine her reaction. Sitting in the bridal suite, sipping cheap champagne, scrolling through Instagram only to see me living my best life while she stressed over her wedding. Good. I leaned back, took another sip of my drink, and thought, enjoy your big day, sis. Hope it's everything you wanted. But by the time the sun started setting, something strange happened. My phone started blowing up. At first, I ignored it. I figured it was just more people reacting to my pictures. But then I saw the names. Mom. Emily. Cousin Jake. Even Uncle Rob. Call after call. Texts coming in nonstop. I raised an eyebrow and finally unlocked my phone. The first text I saw was from my mom. Mom. Call me. It's an emergency. An emergency? At the wedding? I sighed, debating whether I even cared. Then another message popped up, from Jake. Jake. Dude. You are not gonna believe what just happened. Oh, now I was curious. I sat up, scrolled through the messages, and quickly realized that the universe had delivered the best wedding gift I could have ever asked for. Because, as it turned out, Emily's perfect wedding? It had just gone up in flames. I scrolled through the flood of messages, my smirk growing with each one. Jake. Bro, you dodged a bullet. Mom. Call me right now. This is a family crisis. Emily. Where are you? I need you. I stretched out on my lounge chair, took another sip of my cocktail, and kept scrolling. Then I found the message that made me laugh out loud. Cousin Melissa. The groom left. Like, just walked out. I nearly choked on my drink. The groom left? Oh, this was better than I could have imagined. Curiosity got the best of me, so I finally texted Jake back. Me. What do you mean he left? Jake. Dude. During the reception. Full meltdown. He and Emily had some huge fight, and then he just walked out. Straight up left the venue. Jake. Oh, and then Uncle Rob and Dad got into a screaming match over who was ruining the family's reputation. Grandma cried. The venue cut the bar early. It's a mess. I leaned back, grinning. My sister had banned me from the wedding, convinced she didn't need me. And now? Now, suddenly, I was the first person they all ran to. I could already hear my mother's voice in my head. You need to fix this. Emily is devastated. Yeah, no thanks. I opened the next message from Emily. Emily. Answer your phone. Please. I need you. Oh, now I was important. I took a deep breath, then typed back a single response. Me. Sorry, I'm a little busy enjoying my overreaction. Hope the wedding was fun, smiley face. And then? I blocked her number. Blocked my mom. Blocked Jake, just in case he got dragged into their guilt-tripping mission. Then I turned my phone on Do Not Disturb, waved over the bartender, and ordered another drink. Because while my family was spiraling, I was in paradise. And for once, I was completely unbothered. The next morning, I woke up to the sound of waves crashing against the shore, the scent of salt and tropical flowers drifting through my open balcony doors. I stretched, yawned, and for a blissful moment, I almost forgot about the chaos unfolding back home. Almost. Then I glanced at my phone. Even though I had blocked most of my family, I still had over 20 missed calls from random numbers. They were trying everything to reach me. A few voicemails had slipped through. Against my better judgment, I hit play on the first one. Mom's voice, frantic. I don't know what you think you're doing, but this is not the time for one of your tantrums. Your sister is devastated, and we need you here. This family needs to stick together right now. I rolled my eyes and deleted it. Next voicemail. Emily, crying. I don't understand why you're doing this. You're my brother. I need you. Please, just call me back. Click. Deleted. The next one made me laugh. Jake, whispering like he was hiding in a closet. Dude. Mom and Aunt Lisa are planning to show up at your apartment when you get back. Just a heads up. Also, Grandma keeps saying the wedding was cursed because you weren't there. It's hilarious. That voicemail? I saved. I tossed my phone onto the bed and stepped out onto the balcony. The sun was just beginning to rise, casting a golden glow over the ocean. I took a deep breath, letting the warmth of it sink in. Back home, my family was scrambling to do damage control. Meanwhile, I was here, sipping espresso in a bathrobe, enjoying the best decision I had ever made. And the best part? They were finally feeling exactly what I had felt when they cut me out. Unwanted. Forgotten. Left out. It was poetic, really. But I wasn't done yet. I grabbed my phone, snapped a photo of my breakfast, fluffy pancakes, fresh fruit, and a mimosa so bright it could blind someone, and posted it with the caption. Starting my day stress-free. Hope everyone back home is doing okay. Then, just for fun, I scrolled through my blocked messages, smiled at all the missed calls, and ordered another mimosa. I had no intention of calling them back. Let them clean up their own mess. I was on vacation. By midday, I was lounging in a private cabana, sipping something tropical with an umbrella in it, when my phone buzzed again. This time, it was a message from cousin Melissa. Melissa, okay, I know you're mad, and honestly? You deserve to be. But you have to hear what happened after the wedding. Call me. You're gonna love this. I raised an eyebrow. Melissa had always been the one cousin who actually had a brain. If she said I needed to hear something, it was probably worth my time. So, against my better judgment, I called her. She answered on the first ring. Oh my God, you're finally answering, she said, barely able to contain her excitement. Okay, are you sitting down? I looked around at my shaded cabana, the endless ocean in front of me, and the chilled drink in my hand. Yeah, I think I'm in a good place for whatever this is. Melissa let out a breathless laugh. Okay. So after the groom walked out, Emily had a full-on meltdown. And I don't mean a few tears. I mean screaming, sobbing, throwing things at the bridal party. I smirked. Sounds about right. But then, Melissa continued, her voice dripping with excitement. While everyone was scrambling to calm her down, Mom overheard Aunt Lisa saying that this whole disaster could have been avoided if you had been there. I blinked. Wait. What? Melissa giggled. Yeah. She was saying how you've always been the one to fix things when Emily spirals. That if you were there, you would have talked sense into the groom or handled everything like you always do. I burst out laughing. So let me get this straight. The same family that excluded me from the wedding is now blaming me for not being there to save it? Oh, it gets better, Melissa said. Mom told Lisa she was being ridiculous, and then they started fighting. Loudly. Then Grandma got involved, saying Emily brought this on herself because she angered the universe by not inviting her brother. I nearly choked on my drink. Melissa was cackling now. Grandma was full-on lecturing Emily in front of everyone, saying, if you treated your family better, you wouldn't be alone in your wedding dress right now. I leaned back, grinning. Wow. That's beautiful. Oh, and then? Melissa added. Your mom tried to call the groom's family to fix things, and his mom just laughed and said, this is your problem now. I had to put my drink down before I spilled it from laughing so hard. So, I said, catching my breath, where does that leave Emily? Melissa sighed. Still crying. Still blaming everyone but herself. Last I heard, she's trying to see if she can salvage the wedding with some kind of backup plan. But let's be real, she's not bouncing back from this. I shook my head, still grinning. You know what the best part is? What? I took a slow sip of my drink. I don't care. Melissa howled with laughter. Honestly? I don't blame you. I just thought you'd appreciate knowing that karma did its job. Oh, I love knowing that, I said, smirking. Thanks for the update, Melissa. No problem, she said. Enjoy your trip. And for the record? You did the right thing. I hung up, feeling more satisfied than I had in years. They had wanted a wedding without me. And now, thanks to their own selfishness, they had a disaster instead. I picked up my drink, raised it toward the sky, and toasted to the best decision I had ever made. And then? I turned off my phone, leaned back in my cabana, and let the ocean breeze carry the last of my guilt away. For the rest of the day, I didn't check my phone once. Instead, I booked a sunset cruise, let the warm breeze wash over me, and enjoyed a 5-star dinner by the ocean. While my family was still picking up the pieces of Emily's wedding disaster, I was indulging in the best steak I'd ever had. At one point, a thought crossed my mind, maybe I should feel bad for her. Then I remembered the way she didn't even hesitate to leave me out. Yeah, no. I took a sip of my wine, snapped one last picture of the view, and posted it with a single caption. 0 regrets. Then, with a satisfied smile, I turned my phone off again. Let them stew. I was done being their backup plan. The next morning, I woke up feeling lighter than I had in years. No guilt. No stress. No last-minute family emergencies that somehow became my problem to solve. Just me, the sound of waves, and an entire day ahead with nothing but relaxation. I stretched, ordered room service, and, out of pure curiosity, turned my phone back on. Big mistake. Within seconds, my notifications exploded. Mom, you need to stop acting like a child and call me. Emily, I can't believe you're doing this to me. You are so selfish. Mom, this isn't funny. Emily is heartbroken. Do you even care? Block number, probably my aunt. We need to fix this family before it's too late. I sighed, shaking my head. It was almost impressive how quickly they shifted from ignoring me to expecting me to fix everything. Then one message caught my eye. Cousin Melissa. Okay, I know you're ignoring everyone, but please read this. Your mom is trying to gather the family to have a discussion when you get back. Just a heads up. I nearly laughed out loud. Oh, they thought I was coming back like nothing had happened? Like I'd just show up, let them guilt trip me, and pretend this whole thing never happened. Yeah. Not happening. I sent Melissa a quick reply. Me. Thanks for the warning. But I won't be there. Melissa. Wait. What do you mean? Me. I mean, I'm extending my trip. They wanted to cut me out. Fine. I'm cutting myself out completely. I could almost picture her reaction, a mix of shock and amusement. A few seconds later, she replied, Melissa. Okay, that is iconic. Tell me everything when you get back, whenever that is, lol. I smiled, put my phone down, and picked up my laptop. A few clicks later, my trip was officially extended another full week. No family. No drama. No family discussions. Just me, the ocean, and the peace they never let me have. And the best part? They couldn't do a thing about it. Before heading to the beach, I sent one last text. Me, to Mom and Emily. Oh, now you want me around? Sorry, I'm a little busy enjoying my overreaction. Have fun cleaning up your own mess. Then, for the final time, I blocked their numbers. I set my phone down, ordered another drink, and let the sun warm my skin. No guilt. No stress. No regrets. Just peace. And it was the best decision I ever made.